Hey, Grace City. In our series, Check Your Inbox, we moved to chapter 3 of Revelation for the first time. It's the fifth church that Jesus writes to. It's the church at Sardis. When I first read it, well, let me tell you what it says. The very first verse says this. I know your deeds. You have a reputation for being alive, but you are dead. I mean, wow, what a stunning accusation to lay on a church. I mean, it just hits you right in the heart. The event I thought of was when I was a seminary student in Boston. I was invited one week to preach on a Sunday in a church in Nashua, New Hampshire. And you take all those opportunities you can get. So we said, absolutely, we'll be there. Sue and I get in the car. We ride up there. We go into Nashua, come up to this great looking church, big steeple, big footprint. Go inside. There are 800 seats. You think, this is going to be great. Turns out that 11 people were in the pews, and that was a normal Sunday. One of them was Sue, so they were actually up one that Sunday. There were 8 older women in the choir trying their best, led by an 80-year-old woman who I remember her trying to get us to sing this great old hymn, I Come to the Garden, and we tried, and that has never left my memory. But I remember sitting there getting ready to preach and thinking, this is so dead, and I just didn't even want to be there. And I heard the horns and the cars going by outside in the city, and I thought, man, that whole entire city, no one's being touched by what's going on in this church. That's what I thought of when I first read that text in Revelation 3, but that's not at all what's going on in Revelation 3. Because you see, this church at Sardis actually had a great reputation. Everything from the outside looking in, it was just awesome. It was growing. It was robust. People knew about it near and far. And yet Jesus says, you have this reputation for being alive. As a matter of fact, the literal says you have a name for being alive, but you are dead. And we're going to get into that and what that means. What are Jesus' boundaries around dead and alive? I think it'll teach us a lot personally, and maybe even more so, it'll teach us a lot as a church here in Baltimore, and what Jesus is looking for that makes up a live, vigorous church. Can't wait to see you. Love this church. I'll arrive at 9:45. Hope you will too. Can't wait to see you on Sunday. Bye.